friends, this is Mrs. Sharp from Pre-K. Since we're talking about amphibians this week, I thought I'd make a frog toy with you, and then we could take her outside and see how well she jumps. Now the first part I did was I took some green, I just happened to have this sort of foam, craft foam paper, but you could use construction paper, you could use regular paper that you color green, anything you want to do, maybe like a cereal box, some cardboard if you want it to be a little thicker, whatever you like. And then I take my paper clip, I have a large size paper clip here, and I just put it on top like that. And then I just traced with a pencil a frog shape around. Super simple. I just made a bump over the top for the head and then a little bump on each side for the legs. And that just lets me know about how big to make it. And then I'm just gonna cut it out and stick it on. You can see that I've cut my frog out now, and I just went ahead and added some embellishments here. I just drew a little face on, some little bits on his legs. I happened to find some googly eyes, so I glued those on the end like this. But you could use a marker and just draw some eyes on there, whatever you like. Just be fun with it. Now here's my paper clip. If we look at it, a paper clip has two loops, one big one and one small one. We're going to be sticking the frog to the big loop. So the first thing we need to do is bend these loops apart. So I'm going to hold on to the big loop and I'm going to pull the small loop back a little bit. Do you see? So now I have this big part. And now I'm going to stick my frog on there. So I'm going to put my frog upside down. I'm going to take this big loop, put it right on the back of the frog, and now I'm just going to use a piece of tape here. Okay. I think I need a bigger piece of tape than that. Just make it a little more secure. All right. Just kind of tape it across the bottom. We'll see if that works. Okay. Now, this small loop is going to be where he's standing. So I'm just going to open it up a little bit so it has a little more stability like that. Okay. So look at that. Here is my frog. He is ready to jump. So I'm outside. It's such a nice day. I decided to play my frog hopping game outside. And my daughter helped me out. We drew a couple lily pads using some sidewalk chalk. You can see the shape of a lily pad's really simple. It's almost like an egg shape, kind of rounded. And there's this notch in it, like a little pie wedge. And then I just grabbed some cupcake liners. Those are the flowers. Lily pads often have flowers in them. So I'm gonna put my flower right here at the notch. I have another one up here that I drew. Here's my flower. Okay, and now I'm gonna take my little froggy that I made and see if I can get him onto the lily pad. Let's give it a go. Boys and girls, I just wanna give you a little tip of how I'm gonna do this. Here's my frog. I'm gonna put one finger just lightly on the body of the paper clip, not out here at the end, but just here on the side. And then this finger is gonna grab onto the top of the paper clip, and that's how I'm gonna fling him. Okay, I did some practicing here, and that's how it worked best for me. So let's see if I get lucky. Right. Oh, too far. Let's try it again. Oh, that one was close. You can always stretch your frog open a little more after you boing it a few times. You might need to adjust your frog a little bit. We got it. He finally made it onto the lily pad. Now, obviously, the more lily pads you draw, the better chance you have of getting your frog to safety. Now, boys and girls, if it's not a nice day outside, you could play this inside too. You could draw some lily pads on paper, you could cut them out or just draw them and put them around on your floor. You could use pillows for lily pads and just try to hop your frog around inside. I hope you have fun.